Hey guys, my name is David Demuzio, and I've spent many years living in the Philippines and studying Filipino music. And today I'm going to reveal what I think are the top 5 greatest Filipino language songs of all time. Now, when I say Filipino language songs, I'm going to stick to Tagalog songs for this list. So we're not going to get into songs in other languages, Bisaya, Chavacano, or English songs that are written by Filipinos. If you want me to do a 5 greatest English songs written by Filipinos, then please leave a comment and let me know, and I'll make that video as well. I think that would be super fun. But today, these are my top 5 greatest Tagalog songs of all time. And I tried to pick songs that I think are the most culturally relevant, songs that I think 100 years from now, Filipinos will still be singing and they will still be very meaningful in Filipino culture. I've ranked these in order. We're going to start with number 5 and then we're going to get all the way to number 1. I wonder if you could already guess what number 1 is, because to me, number 1 is hands down number 1. But first, number 5. The 5th greatest Filipino song of all time? Well, it's by South Border, written by Jay Durias, and it's Kahit Kailan. That song won Song of the Year that it came out, and it really was an important song in that time in Filipino music, as well as still today, and it's covered by virtually every Filipino artist has sung it at some point on stage. The song Kahit Kailan really encapsulates an important time in Filipino music. This was a time when there was really a huge movement of acoustic sort of R&B artists in the Philippines. Brian McKnight was one of the foreign artists that many of those people were influenced by, but there was, J.R., Neo Volante, freestyle, acoustic style-based R&B artist. And this was a huge movement for a while in the Philippines, and it really represented a very specific time in Filipino music. And I think that song, Kahit Kailan, really is the pinnacle of that movement. Number 4, Bakit Ngayon Ka Lang? Well, this song, Bakit Ngayon Ka Lang, was written by Ogie Alcacid, who is definitely one of the most important Filipino musical artists and songwriters of all time. And this, I would say, is his biggest hit. This is a song that has been a hit over and over again. Ogie's version actually isn't even the most popular version. Probably the one by Freestyle is the most popular version. And it's been a hit as a solo song. It's been a hit as a duet. It will be a Filipino standard forever. Number 3, you might not expect. That song is Sana Ngayong Pasko. Why Sana Ngayong Pasko? Well, it's a Christmas song, but that's part of why it's so important, because Filipinos love Christmas like no other people. It seems like Filipinos celebrate Christmas about half the year. So Sana Ngayong Pasko is, I think, the most important and the most popular Filipino Christmas song that's ever been written. It was written by my friend Jimmy Borja, and it will be sung 100 years from now all over the Philippines during those 5 months a year when Filipinos celebrate Christmas. Let me know if you agree. Do you think Sana Ngayong Pasko is one of the most important songs in Filipino culture? All right, we're getting close to the end now. Number 2. Well, of course, it has to be an Eraserhead song. They are probably the most important band ever in the Philippines. Many people call them the Beatles of the Philippines. And what is that song? Ang Huling El Bimbo. There was an entire musical written based around that song title, and it was extremely popular. This song also, like Kahit Kailan, really represents an important time in Filipino music, because this was the band rock era of the Philippines, with bands like River Maya as well, kind of doing that same, a little bit grungy, a little bit on the edge, not always, the best, most slick production quality, but a lot of passion behind that music. And Ang Huling El Bimbo was one of the songs that most launched the Eraserhead's career. It was written by Buen Dia. And number 1, I think you can probably guess it. This song I just recorded a version of. And I think it's my favorite Filipino song cover that I've ever done because I completely reimagined it. And I think it's the most important song ever in Filipino music and Filipino culture. It's been translated into 27 different languages, and I think it's sold around 30 million copies. Isn't that crazy? The population of the Philippines is only about 100 million. So basically, a third of the entire Philippines has bought a copy of this song. I hope you'll check out my version that's coming out in a couple weeks because I think it's going to blow your mind. I'm so excited about this. And the original is also, of course, a classic, Anak by Freddie Aguilar. Anak has to be the greatest Filipino song of all time because of its cultural importance, because it's a translated hit in even other languages outside of the Philippines. And it's a song that's really transcended Filipino music to become an international song, a song that really means something to people all over the world of many different cultures. So I hope you'll check out my version of Anak coming out in a couple weeks. Hit the notification bell here on this channel if you want to be notified when it's uploaded. Let me know what you think of this list. Do you think that I got it pretty right? Would you like to see a version of the top 5 greatest Bisaya songs of all time? That might be really cool as well. Or the top 5, like I said, English songs written by Filipinos, because there are some great English songs also written by Filipinos. Thanks for watching, guys.